Hello YouTube, Red to Green here again with another recap. Today is January 11th, 2022, and I'm better than flat, but almost flat. I'm up $45.93. It was very slow day today, almost as slow as yesterday. We did have some momentum in pre-market, which I didn't trade. We had TSRI on our watch list and SBEV on our watch list for the market open during that pre-market 9:30 a.m. time frame. Let's go over some of the trades. As you can also see, one of my stocks is DWAC. It's not a small cap stock. It's definitely a different type of stock. Well, let me take that back. It is a small cap stock. It only has 28.9 million share float, which is still considered a small cap, but what I meant to say is it's a different price range, right? We're at $60 for this stock, so it's definitely a lot different than I used to trade, and it's definitely not in that $16 to $5 range category. But anyway, let's go over some of the trades. TSRI was on our watch list, and TSRI gave some opportunities. I'm up $10 on it, nothing crazy. I did see that initial pop at the market open, and then I also saw that it was selling off. It didn't really hold its levels, and 1 minute is going to be a little bit better to see. Look at these high wicks on 1 minute. These are crazy. And by the way, that second wick right here, it's scary, right? It was approaching that 1323 level. There you go, TOS, 4 o'clock. So when it was approaching that level at 1330, that's essentially what I was waiting. Is it going to continue into that 1425, 1430 area, or just going to stop? So it did stop and reversed under VWAP, and I think it just sold off after that. So it was weird stock. It wasn't holding. It was just, look at that false 1 minute breakout. So anyway, I'm glad to be up on it. Nothing really to show for here. Really difficult stock to trade. Almost as difficult as Hour yesterday. And by the way, Hour is also on our trading list today. And since we started talking about Hour, let's talk about Hour. Hour popped at the market open. And I don't remember. I think I might have traded it at that market open first 15-minute time frame, or was it maybe a little bit later? I can't remember. It was just the trading day was kind of boring. I was distracted a lot. So Hour also $10. So probably some of the scalps that I just got lucky on the fills was TOS. That was really none of the trades usually work out. If I'm up like flat or $10 or $5, it usually means that I got out, and I got out for that TOS spread fill that was better than my entry. So let's go to the next stock. SBEV also was on our list for the pre-market watch list. And I know some people made quite a few money on that initial red to green and break of that high, and that's where I kind of hopped in as well. And it didn't hold as well. Nothing held today. It was frustrating, and it was just basically that initial 30 minutes of the market open. That was the hottest market of the day. And everything just died down, and SBEV, as you can see, $10 as well. So again, just a better fill on the exit. That's how I was able to make some money, at least on these stocks. RELI popped midday. I also I caught that from some of the chats that I follow. It was popping very similar to the SBEV stock, and unfortunately I wasn't as lucky on the fills on that stock, and it wasn't moving. The volume was not there compared to the typical RELI moves. So break even, down $1 on it. NTRB, I don't know that stock. I also got the name from one of the chats that I'm following, and it was definitely a weird stock to trade, and I was hoping for that pop, like a rip up again, like you saw that first 10 minutes open on the second leg up, and it never happened. It never even broke that 777. So again, break even on it, nothing too crazy. I don't know why I wanted to even talk about it. It was just something I wanted to try. It didn't work out, so I left it alone. Now, I do want to talk about a little bit about DWAC. So DWAC, why do I want to talk about it? It's definitely out of my price range. First of all, the spreads are a lot higher than typical, right? Not really good for scalping. As you probably, if you've been watching my previous videos, recaps, and if you've been watching my live, I've been kind of talking a lot about the large cap or pricier stocks. So that's where I'm trying to kind of play in this arena of a large cap, pricier stocks, disregarding the high spread and all that stuff. I mean, the way I look at it is, if we have momentum, it's going to move regardless, right? And it's going to compensate for that high spread by moving typically higher than usual, right? So that's my general sense of how it should be, but will it truly work out that way? I don't know. So we will see. Today, DWAC did give us a little bit of move. I believe I traded a couple times. It wasn't a lot. And by the way, I only have 47 orders today. That tells you a lot versus an average I have 200. So DWAC, maybe 3 orders on it just to kind of fish for that breakout. And I saw that breakout momentum. And I got lucky on DWAC. That rip. When that rip happened, I'm trying to remember. I believe it happened somewhere on like a volume spike. Yeah, it happened around this area, around 11 o'clock here, and I just got lucky. Continued. I was trading that break of the bull flag here, break of 1 minute high, and I got it. And it was just a strong stock. So usually if you notice, if you take that, let's say we take this trade right here, break of that high, which is 61.59, and we got to the 61.85. So, and probably if we go back to the 15-second at that time frame, you'll see that it's probably just flushed, or like touched it and flushed. So probably would have been really hard to get filled, considering the spreads and just the nature of how fast it was moving during that time. And Thinkorswim, right? So just something to note, it's definitely possible to make money on these type of stocks, but it's a different beast. It's definitely a different beast. And adding to this whole conversation about large caps, I did get my Lightspeed Trader reopened, and I currently have it. And I was half of the day, by the way, I was setting it up and I was just trying to get used to it. There's still old settings saved that I used to trade a year ago on it. So I'm trying to change things around a little bit now that I look at different things than I used to a year ago. So that's where I've been dabbling, and it's just been a dead day today for sure. There's not a lot of momentum, and you can see that, right? 47 trades for me. So what, 23, 25, 24 orders total, so $45.92. Please hit the thumbs up button. It helps my videos, helps my channel. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate everybody who's joining on the live channel, live streams. Guys, definitely keep up. I know some people called out some of the stocks. Delacroix, you did. Cirque live as well. So thank you guys. Been very helpful. We traded both of them. So like when we trade together, right, it just helps that conviction, right? When when I hear a bundman taking something, you have this little more conviction that there's a lot of support behind them with all the community. So the chances for that stuck to flashes are low, but it still happens. But at least you have a little more conviction. But anyway, all right, guys, I'll definitely talk to you tomorrow. Tomorrow is a busy day for me, so I'm probably gonna be on and off mute. But hopefully, I'll bring some momentum tomorrow. But if not, then we'll just have to be patient. You have to just sit on our sidelines and until that next crazy move, right? So be patient. Patience is the key. Don't waste your resources. Don't waste your money on dead days. All right, guys. Later.